Hi, good morning, friends. Welcome to the month of June. In this video, I will be sharing with you 8 signs that God is transforming your life. If you're like me, recently I've been through quite a number of, things in my life in the recent times. And if you're like me, you'll be wondering, in this situation, is God talking? What is God saying? Is God in this decision that I am making? The thoughts that are coming to my heart, are they from God? Am I listening to Him? You want to hear from Him. You are just asking, what is God doing in this time? Is God changing my life for the better? What is really happening? My name is Femi Ayodele, and in this video, I will be showing you 8 signs that God is transforming your life. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea or water or juice, whatever comes to you, and just listen to what I have to tell you. Welcome to the beautiful month of June. Like I said, this is the month of balance, is the month of justice, is the month of settling of the scales, is the month of new beginnings. So welcome. Let's dive right in. The first thing that you will feel is, you are going through a rough patch, but you know that God is with you in it. Has that ever happened to you? Recently, I was going through, name it. It was like, what's going on? Sometimes I'm a nervous wreck, but I just knew, there was a knowing in my heart that God is with me. God is with me. I knew because He told me. Sometimes I read the word and He will tell me, I am with you. Fear not. I will hold you by my righteous right hand. So it might look as if the situation is crazy. So like for me, I was almost at the point of being homeless with 2 children. This has never happened to me before. It was crazy. Sometimes I could just feel my whole body trembling, like, what is going on? But then at other times, there's this peace that comes into my heart. I just know that, well, as a human being, I worry. But in my heart of hearts, in my spirit, I knew that God was with me. So you might be going through a rough patch right now. The fact that you know that God is with you is a sign that God is doing something in your life. The second sign is that you just feel like you have been given a new purpose in life. So when I went through the things that I went through, and I came out of it, I knew that God was giving me a second chance at life. I knew that God was about to give me something new. I knew that I had a new purpose in life. I knew that the old was gone, because His word told me that, behold, I do a new thing. Do you not see it? So I just knew in my spirit that there was something new, a new purpose that God was giving me in life. So when you feel that you have been given a new purpose, that is a sign that God is doing a new thing in your life. He's transforming you. He wants to take you from point A to point B. I don't know what that purpose is, what that new thing that you are being drawn to do is, but that is a sign that God is transforming your life. Number 3 is that you begin to forgive those that hurt you in the past. It's hard, right? It's difficult. So, in the season before now, I went through the height of betrayal, the height of deception, the height of abuse. And as time went on, not that the people had, apologized, not that they changed their ways towards me, but God took me to a point where I began to look at them in another, with the eyes of love. And I was ready to forgive. And as I speak to you now, the people that did the darnest thing to me, I've forgiven them. People who pushed me out of a house that I was living in, a house that my husband bought. But because I was seeking justice, they were like, why would I go to court? So they retaliated. So I got a protection order against the father of my kids, and I wanted child support, so I took the case to court. And apparently he bought the house in someone else's name due to some reasons, and so now I have a protective order against him and child support in court. So the person in whose name he bought the house decided to kick me out of the house. And at that time, homelessness was facing me, was looking at me like this. I was on the verge of being homeless. But guess what? God showed up in the nick of time. And with everything that God has done, I got to a point where I asked myself, isn't God big enough? Why do I have to hold grudges? Why don't I just let it go so that better things can come into my life? So when you begin to feel, or you begin to forgive those who have done the craziest things to you, be sure that God is doing something new, that God is transforming your life. That is one sign. The number 4 sign is that you begin to pray more often. Even if it's 1 minute, you just find yourself talking to God. You begin to talk to God, and then you begin to want to hear from Him more. When your spirit has gotten to the point where it is in alignment with the Spirit of God, when you begin to operate on a higher frequency, on the frequency of the Most High God, and you have the urge, you have the leading to speak with Him more often, friends, God is doing a new thing. He's transforming your life. That is one sign that God is transforming your life. Even if it is 1 minute, 2 minutes in a day, and something comes to your mind and you're like, Lord, I don't know what you're going to do, but do the best. Take me out of this situation. You just talk to Him like you are talking to your friend, and you hear Him speak as well. The more you are drawn to Him, to speak to Him and to hear from Him, the more you know that God is doing something in your life. Another thing is when you start to see good in people, even when they don't seem like that at the first glance. When you stop judging the book by its cover. So in recent times, I've met people that I look at, when I look at them, I'm like, I don't want to have anything to do with them. But as I get to know them, I really get to connect with their essence, even though they seem funny on the outside. But when you begin to try to know people more, you begin to see the good in people, even though they are wrapped with something that the society sees as non-conforming, what society sees as cancelled. Then that is a sign that God is transforming you. God is changing you. God is helping you to see the good in every human being. God is helping you to see the good in every situation, in every religion, in every ethnicity, in every race, in every tradition. You are able to see the good, even though the world has said these people are like this, but you are able to sit down and see the good in people. That is God transforming you. Another sign, the number 6 sign, is that you begin to have better relationship with people. Now, this number 6 sign is embedded. I have 2 points embedded in it. One is you begin to lose relationships. There are some relationships that have held you on a low frequency. I've held you bound. I've held you stagnant. Relationships that no longer serve you. You just begin to see that those relationships are falling away as you move forward. That is a sign that God is transforming you. Also in the area of relationship, you begin to see that you have new relationships. You are connecting with your tribe, the people that are meant for you. You are connecting with them. And you are building strong and lasting relationship. That is also a sign that God is transforming your life. It's changing everything around you. Number 7 sign that God is transforming you is that you are being called. You are being called to do something more in your life. Maybe you are being called to go back to school. You are being called to volunteer. You are being called to help people without getting nothing back in return. You are being called to just encourage and uplift people. That is a sign that God is changing you, is working transformation in your life. And the last but not the least is that you become more patient, more understanding. I mean, people begin to look at you and say, you have changed. Before, the you that I used to know didn't used to take this. You have become more patient with people and you are becoming more understanding in situation. That is the number 8 sign I leave with you. So guys, there you have it. 8 signs that God is transforming your life in this season. If you have more signs, because I know this is not all the signs, there will be more, please drop a comment in the comment section. And if you resonate with the signs that I have talked about, subscribe to this channel, drop your comments in the comment section. I want to know what you relate with in this video. So once again, my name is Femi. I am your sister in transformation. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Subscribe.